Good. So I'm Dr. Baldwin. I'm the one who took the kidney out, and so and you probably all know Lisa already. So the reason we brought everyone here this morning is when someone does something very special, we like to honor that person and just sort of pause, take a moment from our day to think about what just occurred. And this is kind of a very, even more special than, they're all very special, but this one is even a little more special because it's a very unusual situation. I don't know if you know how most 2/3 of our donors are women, so it's pretty rare for a man to donate. So men just, I don't know, have lots of other things, or they're not healthy enough, I don't know what it is, but men only make up about 1/3 of the donors, and it's very unusual for a man to donate to anyone other than his wife or children. So that's a very special and very unique thing, to have a friend who's a man who's close enough that he's going to go through everything that he's gone through to donate a kidney. It's a very, very special thing. And as you found out, it is a lot of effort and testing and now discomfort after the surgery. So it's not a little undertaking. It's a very, very big undertaking, and it's worthy of some recognition, And unfortunately, we can't pay you. If you lived in China, you could get paid $15,000 or more probably, but that's not allowed in the U.S. So all you get is a little recognition, but we'll at least give you that. So turns out that every year we have. In the U.S. right now, there's about 100,000 people who are waiting to get kidneys, and the majority of those patients never make it long enough to get a kidney. There's a real short supply of kidneys, and so we used to, on our committees, we would meet every week, and we'd have the people who were hoping to get a kidney, and we'd have the people who got their kidney, and there was always, we'd take some people off the list having never gotten their kidney because they didn't live long enough. So getting a kidney is not only a big improvement in your quality of life, but it is actually life-saving treatment, because with the kidney you live longer. You're healthier and things work better, and so you just live longer. So it's kind of a miraculous thing that one person can give some of their life to another person and extend the life of that person. It's a very spiritual and very unique and special thing. And not only does that kidney that you donated to your friend help him, but a kidney that he might have gotten down the road can be free to go to somebody else who might need one. So it's kind of like the start of a chain of life. So we've been doing kidney transplants for a while, and the very first kidney transplant done was a few years back in 1954. It was back then there was no transplant surgeons. And so the doctor who did it was actually a plastic surgeon. So he took two twin brothers and took kidney out of a healthy twin and gave it to one who had kidney failure, and it worked. And before that, every single time they tried it, the kidney never worked, and people never knew why it didn't work. And when they did these twins, they realized, wow, maybe it's because they're genetically identical. And then it started this whole science of immunology and learning about the medicines to prevent rejection that you're going to benefit from. And so everything came out of that. Dr. Murray eventually went on to get the Nobel Prize for his work. And basically he changed a lot of people's lives with that one discovery, which was kind of a gutsy discovery, since so many people had lost kidneys up to that time and no one had ever had one that worked. But if you think back in the history of the world, written history, that wasn't actually the first transplant. Earlier, much earlier, can you think of any transplant that might have been done before that? Anybody?
Trick question.
Who doesn't work here?
Pull out your Bibles.
So like maybe like in the first chapter of Genesis? Exactly. Absolutely, very good. So God, in the Garden of Eden, he went in and took a rib out of Adam, and from that he made Eve, which seems unusual if you don't understand science. But the more I've learned about science, I've learned that inside the ribs there's cells that are called pluripotent That means that cells that can differentiate into all the lines in the body. So maybe it's not all that unusual that he would take a rib. In fact, that's the most logical place that he would take to make a person. So obviously we can't make kidneys out of bone marrow yet, but in the meantime we rely on people who are willing to take some risk to save a life of someone they love. So we would like to give you a certificate of distinction. And this says Loma Linda University Medical Center Transplantation Institute honors Kellen Martinez. By donating your kidney for transplant, you have displayed extraordinary devotion to a friend and personified Loma Linda University Medical Center's mission to make man whole. And we have another special little card. And this one, it's kind of small, and it comes from the National Kidney Foundation, and it just has a few words on it, but I think these few words kind of say everything. It says, living donors have given the most precious gift imaginable, life. Thank you for your selflessness and courage. And we have a little t-shirt, which has Loma Linda University's symbol on the front. And on the back it has sort of a cryptic little message. It says, I gave the gift of life. And we hope that you'll wear this shirt with pride, and maybe someone might ask you, what does that mean? You gave the gift of life. Did you donate to World Wildlife Fund or something? And you could say, yeah, I donated to World Wildlife Fund, but that's not what this shirt is. This shirt is I donated my kidney to save the life of my friend. And you ought to think about doing something like that too. And there's, I think there's something about doing something really great and spectacular that can change you. We've all seen these movies about the kid he's on the little league field, and either he strikes out or he hits a home run and it changes his life. Well, I think that when you do something really great to help somebody else, really giving of yourself, you become a better person, and every day you wake up knowing, you know what, you saved someone's life. And that's a great way to start the day every day. So there's also a special little pin here, and it has two halves. One half says, I gave the gift of life, and one half says, I received the gift of life. And so when you guys go out celebrating to eat afterwards, you can each wear half that pin. And there's a little symbol for organ donation and a little replacement kidney there too. And the last gift we have one for each of you. It is a bigger kidney. This one's bigger than the one we took out, so size-wise, you're going to be better off. It doesn't make much urine, no problem. But on the back here, it's got a picture of how the kidney is hooked up to the blood vessels and how the ureter is hooked up to the bladder. It's also got a little pen. Maybe you can have all the people who are here sign your pillow and notate that they were here for this very special occasion. So if you would like, either of you wanted to say anything, you're welcome to. You don't have to, but.
Thank you.
And thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Dr. Bob.
And
This is one of the biggest groups we've had.
thank you, Louisa, for all your help too. You really helped us move this along. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
So how big was Kellen's kidney?
Hey, it's a good, nice, big, good
That's
kidney.
what I heard. Now it's working well so far. It's working.
And you've known each other since kindergarten, is that right?
Yeah, when I heard that story, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Most people don't have friends that long.
No. Not at all.
They've been through a lot together.
Yes.
Probably more than we know.